Hi!
Hi!
Welcome to Intertwined Stitches. I'm Stephanie, also known as XCO Mom.
I'm Lakshmi, also known as knitterbynature.
And this is episode 22. Today is March 6th, 2014. Cannot believe it's March already.
Yes, February flew by.
It
But
really
I
did.
really hope March flies by too, because I'm ready for spring.
It's kind of insane to think that spring here isn't going to be for at least another month, at least. We'll still have
We have
snow
a lot
around.
of snow that needs to melt still.
Yes. Normally I drive down to the end of the road to pick Xavier up from the bus, but yesterday I walked and I was looking around and I'm like, man, we still have several inches of like seriously hard crusty snow right now.
Yeah.
Xavier was walking on it, on the edge, like we had a bulldozer come through and push it all back because they were expecting us to get more snow, but we ended up not getting it. But there's like this far of like an ice chunk along the whole side of the road, and he was walking on it like he was a tightrope walker. He was cute. He's like, Mom, we had recently read a book from the library about, I can't even think of his name, the man who did the tightrope walk between the Twin Towers, like back in the 20s or something. He's like, Mom, it's like I'm walking between the Twin Towers. And then he fell off, and I'm like, well, it's a good thing that wasn't real life. You would have just splatted. But yeah, we have lots of snow.
Yeah, it's been a snowy winter.
Yes.
And cold.
And everyone keeps saying, I'm so ready for winter to be over. And I'm like, I'm not quite yet.
I haven't gone snowboarding yet, and that's just sad for me. I used to be a snowboard instructor and a ski instructor, and I haven't been out there at all this year.
You've been a busy girl, though.
Yes.
And we've had so many snow days. I don't know if you saw this, but they pushed the last day of school back an entire week.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. An entire week. It's now like June 18th or something like that.
Okay.
So then our summer break is already really short.
Yep.
Like, I remember being a kid and having 3 solid months, and here they have maybe 2.
I know, they start school in August.
Yeah. I don't know why, but they do. And it's early August this year. It's like August 12th or something. Anyways, not relevant at all. I want to say welcome to new viewers, and thank you for everyone who came back to watch us again. It means a lot to us. Really, really, because without you watching us, what's the point of us sitting here talking to the computer?
Right.
So thank you for watching us, and welcome back. Yeah. You have finished object.
I have one.
Oh, you have 2. Yes.
Yes, I do. I have a hat I'm wearing. I'm wearing the
Really cute
the
hat.
black tea hat by Thea Coleman, and I was able to finish this because Stephanie gave me another skein of swish in the Bordeaux color, and
For that whole 3 rows you were
I
short.
know I was short 3 rows, and it did come out like a lot slouchier than I'm used to, but it's nice. I like it.
It's pretty. I like it too. You pull it off.
Yeah, and I really love the swish. It's like not itchy at all. It's really soft, and it washes really well. My son wears his barley hat every day.
Nice.
And that's what I'm working on now, another barley.
Very cute.
But I have another finished object for my son.
And it ties in with our
Knit-along!
sweater knit-along.
Because I finished his stripy placket neck pullover.
Yay!
And this was just in a pattern book by Leisure Arts. And I was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to be, big enough when I was working on it, but it's plenty big. He tried it on.
You might be able to wear that. It's
I know.
pretty big.
I've been making big sweaters.
Because that way it doesn't grow out of them so quickly.
Yes, so I use size 7 needles for this, which is like, what, 4.5 millimeter?
I believe so, yes.
And this is Knit Picks Brava in the Currant, which is the purpley color, and Paprika, which is this orange color. And my son did say it was itchy when I first put it on. And I'm like, no, it's not. He was just probably being tickled by all the little ends I haven't woven in yet. So, yeah, I'm really happy with it. My first seam, you could tell I wasn't used to seaming because I did the back shoulder seams first. I did the raglan seaming, and I got better at it as I did the other 3. So it looks much better on the front. And then I did the side seams, and came out great how those stripes matched up pretty good.
Nice. Woohoo!
Yay! Finished sweater. I finished my goal. I had the goal of just like finishing a sweater during our knit along. So I did it, and now I can pick up my other sweaters and not feel so much pressure. Like I have to finish this one.
Right. I gotta get a sweater done.
Speaking of sweaters that are too big, though, I'm wearing my seamless boat neck sweater that I knit last summer, and I think I'm gonna frog it because it's way too big. They said in the pattern instructions that it was like an oversized pullover, but this has like 4 inches of positive ease unstretched, and it's really stretchy yarn. I used cotton, so I think I'm going to frog it and re-knit it in a smaller size and longer length.
I told her it's very 80s-tastic. Like,
yeah.
she needs a pair of leg warmers.
And the boat neck was so big that it was falling off my shoulders, and I had to like cinch it up. Yeah, so.
What
about you? You have
I have a couple finished objects. I made my son, both my sons, but my middle one in particular is Pokemon obsessed.
They were just watching Pokemon.
Yes. Like, it's now on Netflix, and he can watch it on Netflix while he plays it on the DS, while he's holding his essential Pokemon handbook that he got from the book fair last year. He's a little crazy. I also got him these little tiny Pikachu that has somebody else that he can battle, and he carries that Pikachu around everywhere. Anyways, they were watching it this weekend, and I crocheted them both my 2 older ones up Pokeballs. I don't know what the other one did with his. This is the only one I could find right now. This one I did kind of wacky on this because I didn't realize. I just did the pattern from my head, and I didn't think that I should have increased the black around the little knobby, so it's an outie instead of a flat against there. But they really loved them. I made 2. It was like 20 minutes to make both of them or something like that.
Fun.
And then I had to roll my sleeves up for this next one and take my Fitbit off because it's too tight of it. I finished my Rockstrata mitts. Yay!
They are so rockin' too.
Just finished them. Like, Lakshmi had to wait upstairs with me while I finished them because I was determined to show them on the podcast. The ends are still most of them. I waved in a couple, but I didn't want to make her wait too long. So I made them as fraternal twins. They are opposite colors from each other. I asked my 4-year-old, do these match? And he said, no. So there's that. And there's lots of mistakes, especially on this one with striping. But I don't care. They're done. They're warm. They're awesome. And that is the Rockstrata mitts by Geoknitrix, which is Josh Ricks, sort of a knitter. And he is a freaking brilliant man, because looking at these I did not guess at how they were constructed, and it is like, somebody's comment was that the minds of Mensa made these, and it might be, because he's brilliant. Just brilliant.
They look really cool.
I like them. And now I'm going to wear them for the rest of the show. Because, I don't have enough stripes going on that don't match. I am wearing my Love Vine hat that I finished out of Mosaic Moon in the Neon Fireworks colorway, and my Color Affection by Vera Valimaki. I like saying her name. And this is in Mad Tosh palette, and I don't remember what the purple is. Something I picked up at my LYS. So yeah, those are my finished objects. What have you been working on?
Well,
other than your sweater.
I've been working, mostly on my sweater. I just started this Barley Hat by Tin Can Knits out of the Knit Picks Swish in the Pea Pod colorway, and My son wears his hat like every day, and it I think it wears really well. It fits good. It's warm. So, and a couple other hats I started. I started the Rustling Leaves Beret by Alana Dacos, but I only got this far before my needle broke.
Wow.
So
that's so
it was
sad.
really disappointing. I was on row 1. But I called Knit Picks and they sent another one out right away. I just got it yesterday, so I'm ready to
You just got it yesterday?
yes.
Awesome.
I just got the needle yesterday, so I'll be able to put that back on a good needle. And one other hat I was working on is Foliage, and I can't remember who it's by, but I was using...
It's a really pretty color.
Yeah, this is the Knit Picks Gloss in the Admiral color, and this is Knit Picks Gloss Fingering Weight. This is DK. And I love the feel of this. I can't
really
wait
like
to...
the color. It's like bluish, grayish, purplish.
Yeah.
I really like that. Admiral.
It's nice. And it's like kind of out of my color...
Your
safe
usual color
zone,
palette.
yeah. So, yeah, I'm only like halfway through the
you
first
doing
row of the pattern. I
2
just...
needles?
Yeah, because I'm only on the first row of the where I switched to a bigger needle.
Oh, okay. So you're
I'm about
halfway through the row.
that
that makes
row,
sense.
and that's why it looks like that. And besides that, that's all.
And the sweater you finished?
Yeah, that's it.
I have been knitting on lots of things because I have knitting ADD. This one's in my hands, so I will talk about it first. This is my plain vanilla sock out of the Felici Hummingbird colorway, and I was kind of thrown off because the first stripes of the toe were very long, and then after that they got really short, and I was like, what on earth is happening? But now they're going back to being really long. So I think I knit like an inch on this, but I like it. I really like the 9-inch needle. It's very fun. It makes it go, it's completely mindless because you're not fussing with the needles, you're just knitting away. I have been knitting on this a little bit when I watched TV shows that I would like to pay attention to the show and not just have it be a background show.
Yeah.
And it's very, very fun. It's very fun. Wow. Some days my tongue controls me. I don't control my tongue. And then I'm going to take these off because I'm warm. I was knitting on my Hitchhiker, that's what it's called, by Martina Bem. And this is out of the Love Shack by Lanai Yarns.
That's really pretty.
I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and a half points. And I love it a lot. I was holding it up against me yesterday and I was like, I wish all rainbows could be neon. Super fun, and the yarn is very nice. Very nice. And she sent me an email this week saying that there was this mistake on my ball band, and instead of having 438 yards, I have 460.
Ooh.
Bonus!
Yeah, bonus yardage.
And then I have been working on my Petria, whatever it's called, by Amy Herzog.
Oh yeah,
and that
did you
is
get
my
that figured out?
ish. I'm just going with it. It's my Madeline Tosh sweater. It is knit in pieces, and this is the back. And Lakshmi's wondering if I figured it out because in the pattern you cut out a repeat and you move the needles in.
The stitch markers.
Yeah, the stitch markers, not the needles. Thank you. You move the stitch markers in, but you don't move the stitch markers in an entire pattern or repeat. So I was having some issues like, what? But she was helping me, and if I don't have it right, I'm fudging it. So
right. It looks okay. It's working out okay, right?
Yeah. I have a couple inches done of the back, and I would like to have more, but like I said, I have knitting ADD, and I've been working on all the things. So there's that. I really love it, and that is Madeline Tosh, but it's the 40th anniversary for Webs, so it's actually Valley Yarns Dyed by Mad Tosh. And then I had a VKN with Hazel. Hi Hazel. On Friday, and she was like, you really need to work on your Jenny cardigan. because you're a slacker and it needs to be done. Those weren't her exact words, but that's my gist of the conversation. So she told me, she gave me advice because she is a super sweater knitter, and she told me to make Sunday sweater day and only knit on this. And she's like, once you only work on that for an entire day, you will be amazed at how fast it'll be done.
I think I'll do that too, sweater day.
I have that much done of it. You can't see my face. I tried it on myself, and it's like an inch from the bust.
Oh.
Look at that, y'all.
Yay.
So there's that. Oh, the camera's over here. And it's got a beautiful lace motif. Oh, you can almost see the owls if I put the white behind it. Yes, I really like this sweater, and I really, really want it to be done. And that's what I kept saying to Lakshmi. And we both decided we were, Lakshmi, that's what I kept saying to Hazel. We both decided that we are product knitters, not process knitters. As much as I love knitting and can't sit still without having something in my hands, I want those finished objects, and I want them now. So, there's this. It's getting some love. If no other day but Sunday, but I did work on this Monday and I think a little bit Tuesday. But I'm to the point where I need to start thinking about toddlers coming in. Okay, toddler gone. Yeah. So, if nothing else, this will be worked on Sundays. And Sundays are generally knitting days anyways. Saturdays are cleaning days, and Sunday is knitting and laundry. That's how it works.
Good. Bless you.
Sorry. So there's that. Hopefully it'll be done before it gets too warm out and I don't get to wear it anymore. So yeah, those are my works in progress.
This spring you're gonna finish it?
I'm hoping.
Okay.
My goal is to wear it before summer.
Okay.
My goal. That means I have to work on it. And I decided that it helps whenever I actually write out the chart patterns instead of following the chart each time. And it has made it go so much faster, but this is not that pattern. It's helped a lot. So, if you're having slowness issues with your chart, try writing it out. It goes faster. At least for me. So those are all my works in progress.
Awesome. And we both have a little bit of stash enhancements.
Yes. And it's both knit picks. All knit picks all the time.
That's the way it is around here.
Although, out of all of my works in progress, only one of those are knit picks yarns. What?
Mine are all knit picks yarns. I'm wearing knit picks yarns. So, I'll start though with the needle case I got. I got a Chica needle case. It's the one for interchangeable needles.
Cute.
So it's like a vinyl type material. And when you open it up, it holds, so it's got my circulars in here too. It holds like 4 to a size 10.5 on this side, and then more pockets on the back, which I have like my Zephyrs in, which I don't really use that much. And it has a little pocket here for the cables.
Cables, nice.
And I still have this case that
came with your individuals.
It came with, yeah, one of the sets I had. So, and that fits right in the case, and my needle sizer fits in here, and like I said, I'm even storing some of my circulars in here until I get a circular needle case, because I'd love to get one of those too, because my storage right now leaves something to be desired. So I think this is a great solution. It's $38 I think in knit picks, so not too bad. And then I got some yarns. I had to pick up some Felici before it was gone. Yes. So I got 1 ball of spring mix and 1 ball of shamrock. Right? Yes.
I'm very green.
Yeah.
I'll show mine while you're talking about Felici. I also picked up some Felici, and I got 1 ball each of the Splash blues and Jelly Bean, which is very appropriate. It's very Eastery colors. And Foxglove. Of course, purple.
Nice. Yeah, and we just got one skein because we like to make ankle socks out of them, and that's plenty. And then I got some more swish for hats. The color rouge for a girl's hat.
Is that what you made your one blanket out of? Is that color?
Yep.
I thought it was
And then I have, I'm going to be making some mittens out of blue, this blue twilight and bark, and I thought I'd make some matching hats.
Is that going to be your owl?
Yes.
Nice.
So.
Those will be cute.
Yeah, so I have that. I'm not sure which hats I'll be making out of this. It's just kind of like to have in my stash for when I get the craving to make hats. I have to have yarn to make them with.
Yes. She's on a hat kick. She even borrowed my weekend hat book.
I'll have to copy some patterns out of that.
So there will be lots of hats coming from Lakshmi.
And also I'm getting another order tomorrow that's going to have the yarn for my log cabin blanket that I'm starting. So I'm excited to start that this week.
I know that Stephanie from the Mustache Girls just finished 2 log cabin blankets.
Right.
They were so pretty.
Yeah. It's a great easy
big.
pattern. So
2, I think they were twin size. They were so ginormous.
It's going to be nice to work on too in this cold weather.
Yes.
Something like to snuggle up with while you're knitting.
Yes.
If I can get that far before winter's over.
You got at least a solid month.
Yeah.
I also got some soak that had a smell to it since my LYL only had the unscented, and I got Unleash, and I love that it has Bob on there with the little ravelry around his neck. And I love the smell of it. It's very like citrusy. It's clean smelling. I really like it. And I had my husband smell it, and he's like, it smells like cucumber melon to me. I'm like, not at all. And he's like, yes it does. I'm like, no it doesn't, you crazy. It smells like Ravelry. And he's like, what? Like, if Ravelry were something physical that you could smell, that's how I imagine it to smell. And he's like, okay, crazy.
They did a good job with it then.
They did. He's like, does Ravelry sell soap? I'm like, no, but they inspired this smell. Hello. He just doesn't understand. He is really liking his new job, but because it's so far away, now we're looking at houses to move.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
For me. Not for you.
No. Well, it is. I mean,
In
I'm
some
going to
ways.
miss Cornwall. It's a fun town. Most of the people are nice. Most of them. And, yeah, it's going to be sad, but we have decided we're going to still keep doing the podcast, but we're going to do it probably once a month instead of weekly, which doesn't work out to be weekly anyways.
Right.
But at least once a month we'll get together and still record, so we're not going anywhere.
And it might be a little while before we switch over to that. So
I'm not moving until probably July, so we got time.
Okay.
Yeah, our KL is still going on.
Going strong.
Till the end of the month. I think we have, well, with yours now, we probably have about 16 sweaters.
I'll just post a picture of mine in the chatter thread so everyone can admire it.
Yeah, I guess with mine there's 17. My little baby sweater in it. Which that baby is a month old already.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy size. He's getting big and he's so cute, and now he's getting more alert, and his big brother loves him, and it's adorable.
The sweater still fits?
I don't think so.
No.
She told me that she's going to give it back to me, and I'm like, I have no use for it. Keep it.
Right, yeah. Hold
That's a
on
gift to
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
The Let's Get Fit Stitches board has been very quiet. What's going on, ladies?
It's hard to get out there and
It
be
is.
active.
I had pizza for lunch yesterday, so like I said, I walked to the end of the road and back because it's not a short walk.
Yeah.
And the walk up is uphill the whole way like this.
And just like when I park at your house,
No.
I always park right way down at the bottom of the hill so I get to walk.
My driveway's like this. Probably like this angle. It's ridiculous.
It's really because I hate to drive backwards down our driveway, but
we're at the very end of the dead end road. Like, our driveway is here and the end of the road is right here. So there's no room for her to turn around there, so she would have to back all the way to the turnaround. It's not fun. Anyways.
You're used to it.
Yeah. It took me a while though. Before we moved here, I was the world's worst backwards driver. I have crashed into trash cans, like big dumpsters and telephone poles, and even my grandparents' deck. And then we moved here, and I'm like, crap. But I learned quick, and now I am a very decent backwards driver. Yeah, anyways, so we need some more chatter on the Get Fit Stitches board, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you're not really getting out there and exercising, then you're gonna just chatter about like what inspires you to get out there, and if you need inspiration from other like watchers, we're happy to like
lend each other a hand.
Yeah, inspire each other and get each
bathing
other going.
Bathing suit season is coming up, so we need that inspiration.
Right.
I went to a water park with the boys a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't even care. I'm in a bathing suit. Look at me. And there were lots of people there who made me feel good about myself in a bathing suit. So, woo.
It'll be nice to knit smaller sweaters. Like taking this part and knitting it smaller is kind of inspiring, you know, to get more fit. You know?
Indeed. Indeed. And even just taking an extra few steps. Talk about it. We'll all celebrate it. It's good. It's good. I have family coming next week, so I'm not sure about our recording schedule. They're coming on Wednesday, so maybe we'll record before they get here.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see.
See what happens. Yep.
We might be a little late. Like a week late. Because when family comes, they take over the world. That I know.
The house, anyway.
Yes. Like the world I know, it's gone. And it's family. Which is a good thing. I miss them. And Ohio doesn't seem that far away, but it really is. We were going to go this weekend, and we can't because of Jeff's new job.
Oh, and I have an important meeting coming up with the school, so everyone wish me luck with that.
She needs some emotional support.
Yeah, my son's been really emotional at school, and so we decided to have a meeting to get some things resolved, and it's just been all that's been on my mind lately.
Speaking of inspirational things that have been on my mind, on the YouTube channel page, whatever it's called, there have been lots of comments, and I really appreciate that. I love reading people's comments.
I do too.
And there was a woman on there, I can't tell you what her name was. I searched for her on Ravelry. I could not find her. She is battling cancer, and she was saying that we were it was so sweet. She said that we make her smile and make her day a little better. And it broke my heart, but at the same time made me feel good. Like, yay, we're helping a little bit, and I wish I could help more. And if you are watching this and you know that I'm talking to you, please let me know your Ravelry name, because I would like to give you a gift. So please tell me your Ravelry name. If you want to message me on Ravelry, I'm XCOMom, or you could just leave a comment on the Intertwined Stitches, this episode comment.
Yeah, we appreciate all those comments and all the subscribers and all the new members to the group. So.
And the people that follow us on Instagram because they saw us on here. There was a young man who added us this week, and he said that we were inspiring to him, and I'm like, oh! That's awesome!
Instagram's been lots of fun.
It is. It's so much fun.
Because I like to show off my stuff, and I like to see other people's, like, knitting.
Well, and you have, like... You finish an object, and you're so excited about that finished object, and some people around you that are not knitters, they're like, oh, that's nice, or oh, that's cute, and they don't get it. But you put it out there on Instagram, and all the other knitters are like, woo, good job, and they give you that knitter love. Like, they know what it took to make that, and they understand.
Absolutely.
And it's lots of camaraderie. So if you're not on Instagram, you should be. But be prepared to be enabled, because there's a lot of enabling going on over there. Gotta stay strong.
The truth.
Okay, I feel like we've rambled on quite a bit.
I think that's all we have for this week. So until next time, have fun and happy knitting.
Happy knitting!